are very deep wounds from the earthquake, of course, not only physical but emotional and spiritual wounds. What's important in life when somebody is having a crisis inside is that their external structures stay normal. That becomes like a scaffolding for people to be able to get through things. And the external structures, of course, are completely not normal. 3,000 schools have fallen just in Port-au-Prince alone, and people's homes have fallen. So these kids are not in any structure. To the contrary, they're in tent cities, which are filthy and they're also dangerous.
When you walk into one of the tent communities, your first thought is, this is life as usual. People are washing dishes, people are doing hair, getting dressed. They're broken into family groups. And then when you kind of absorb it a little more, you think, my God, how can anybody live like that? There's no sanitation, there's no running water. You're living on top of everybody else. It's hot. If it rains, you can imagine that almost everything gets wet. It's just unbelievable that people just have absolutely nothing and they're sleeping on the ground.
This dusty slum across from the U.S. Embassy is one of hundreds of tent cities throughout the Port-au-Prince area. But there's little sign of anything resembling a tent. Families here live in shelters built with whatever they could find. Each weekday, kids from this community line up, excited to briefly escape the tough realities of their lives. They're headed down the road to a special camp run by NPH, an international organization that cares for orphaned and abandoned children in 9 countries, including here in Haiti since 1987.
Father Weston Angels of Light program is an emergency response to the earthquake for vulnerable and displaced children. The program has a few components. One is providing a day camp for children. We have an on-site day camp at our facilities, and we have 13 other off-site day camps. And they service the children that are actually living in the tent cities or tent communities.
The Angels of Light program is important to try to put positive activity, structure in the day of each child, activity that is fun.
The children are always the future of any society. If we don't take care of the children now, they get lost in the crowd. They are always begging or doing things that are not very productive and very positive. If they are removed from that possibility where they are surrounded by adults, by people who will plan some kind of activities for them and also feeding them, because if they are hungry, they will be ready to do anything so they get some food.
Alfonso Leon, who's been working with NPH in Haiti for 2 decades, started the Angels of Light program the week after the earthquake.
I spoke to some of our young adults that grew up at the orphanage. I started with 4 of them with the idea, and then there were 12, and then after 12, I had about 20, and it grew very quick.
Today, there are more than 100 hermanos mayores, or big brothers and sisters, working with the program. Many of these young adults who'd been living on their own lost their homes and their jobs in the earthquake.
This provides them with an activity that generates a little income. Even though it's very basic, they can depend on that.
There's about 6 of them that do oversight of the entire program, and then there are other activity coordinators that are working in each day camp. The coordinators are able to keep the children busy and have fun activities for hours. In the first week that we were operating, we had a piece of rope, 1 tennis ball, and a plastic microphone, and they just managed it.
The young adult leaders are so enthusiastic with the kids, it's easy to forget that they themselves are still coping with the emotional aftermath of the quake.
It's something I cannot imagine. Sometimes I said, okay, maybe it's a dream, because I see too much death.
Yo no soy bien, pero cuando aquí Yo hablar con los niños, cantar, yo olvidar todo.
Helping the children forget, or at least try to get past, all the devastation in Haiti is a big part of what the youth coordinators do every day.
I have a lot of conversations with the children. Some of them tell me they are very afraid. It's one way we try to make them feel okay. We show them how to sing, to dance with them, play with them. We used to tell them, so we are one, they are my brother and my little sisters.
The Angels of Light program started on this soccer field behind St. Damian's Pediatric Hospital in Tabar. But the overwhelming need prompted satellite day campsites at more than a dozen other tent cities. Right now, the program serves an average of 1,200 children daily, each of whom receive 2 meals a day. All of the food is prepared in this outdoor kitchen at the on-site day camp and loaded onto trucks. Twice a day, staffers make the rounds, delivering the meals to the other sites. Rolls are a diet staple. The staff bakes more than 4,000 of them every day at the Francisville Bakery on site. They usually serve them with fortified peanut butter or a vitamin-enriched pudding for breakfast. Lunch is typically some sort of rice and beans or pasta, depending on what sort of donations are in the warehouse. The Angels of Light program is a welcome diversion for children of the tent cities who are barely surviving otherwise. Like 7-year-old Nadine, who we met at the Delma 2 site. She took us to the home she shares with her mother and baby brother, a dark cardboard closet inside this sweltering maze of more than 14,000 people. Nadine and her mom say they are grateful to be part of the Angels of Light program. A 5-minute walk away, in the courtyard of a collapsed school, the Angels of Light coordinators at the Delma 2 campsite work their magic with scarce resources and a lot of heart.
They love our activities. They love it. When they sing, they forget about what is going on. They forget everything. When they're singing, they clap their hands, so they feel okay.
In addition to being a source of daily activity and nutrition for the children of Haiti's tent cities, the Angels of Light program is important for another reason.
The second reason is to try to identify kids that tents is going to be it for the rest of their life, so that we can offer them a place in our home. Kids that are, in Creole we say disinherited, that their family is gone. It's too early to tell who they are because a third of the population is displaced.
We have some children living with us on site at our day camp. Currently, we're in the process of investigating, do they have any other family members that are looking for them, to identify what is the best solution for them. We have a relationship with the community leaders in the tent cities where we're working, and then through that trust and that relationship, they are able to tell us what kids are in need in the specific communities.
Unfortunately, for every child helped by Angels of Light, hundreds more are hoping for a chance to be part of the program too.
And their mothers come to us always, why don't you take my kids, why don't you take my kids? For now it's very difficult.
Right now, the Angels of Light program is doing the best it can with the resources it has. And it's counting on the generosity of others to help it continue to grow and make a difference for even more of Haiti's children.
I guess we have run out of words to describe and to say how bad it is, because worst is not anymore the worst here. You know, we think that we've seen the worst, and then something happens that is really worse than what we had called, you know, the worst. I hope that with this situation now, that people have been forced to calm themselves and be and experience the reality of this country. I hope that they don't turn around and forget about it.